Hello, good people. Whoever jumps on, it's meant to be on. I'm just going to get started so I can get off. The sooner I can get off, if that makes sense to you. Okay. I've been doing daily affirmations for September because I got the unction to, because I've lost focus. And doing these helps me get focused. Getting a scripture for each affirmation helps me get focused, and studying his word and getting his word gives me life. That makes sense. Gives me life. Today is September 5th, which is day 5 of the daily affirmations. And my affirmation for today is: the mind filled with lust is someone God can't trust. Think about that. My scripture is coming out of Romans 8:6, which says, "For to be carnally minded is death, but to be spiritually minded is life and peace." So, to speak on that, lust. Let's be transparent. I deal with lust, but I'm realizing more and more that I can't daily live on that spirit of lust, because God is not going to trust me. Simple. Because how can you expect to live a life of God when you're still acting on your flesh, still doing things of your flesh? He's not going to honor that. Basically, since this is my ministry page, basically, when you're ministering and you're still doing things of the flesh, you're not really ministering. All you're doing is performing, because you're not taking it seriously in that aspect. Like, you have to learn how to take ministry seriously. You have to get rid of everything that is not of God, including your flesh. You have to die to your flesh. If you have a ministry engagement coming up, but you're still doing things that is not of God, still acting upon your flesh, still lusting, giving to temptation, drinking, gossiping, backbiting, just whatever, God is not going to accept your ministry, because you really didn't spiritually prepare for ministry. So how are you going to bless others? You may still bless others, but God is not going to accept it because you're just doing it for a show. No. We have to, it's time to grow up in ministry. Yes. You have to grow up in ministry, because if it's something that you say God called you to do, you have to be very serious and get in there. Like, just get in there for real. And speaking back to me, like I said, I deal with lust. I have dealt with lust. Does it come back up? Yes, it does. But God is not going to trust me with my ministry or walking fully into my calling if I'm still lusting. Why would he do that? He's not going to do that. He's not going to trust me in that to fully do what he called me to do. So therefore, I have to die daily. I have to die daily. I have to be that light. I have to obey his spirit. I have to continuously get in my word, continue to pray, and I keep the gospel music for a reason. I always listen to gospel music. Ain't nothing wrong with the secular, but I have to listen to gospel music because, yeah, that's why. If you get what I'm saying. And I don't want to continue to live with the flesh and it into consequences in the end. It begins the condemnation. Yeah, living in, yeah. And I don't want that to happen at all. So I have to start thinking of things more in the spirit. because I want my ministry to prosper. Kingdom Mind Worshiper is going to prosper in Him and fully set out on the vision that I see for the ministry to help and heal people in any aspect of their life through my mind movement. And I can't do that acting upon me, if that makes sense. And did in my other Instagram live, and this was good. So I'm gonna tell y'all, I this was good to me. For me to walk in totally in the calling God has for me, I have to die to me. Simple. We have to die to ourselves. If we're mind ministers, praise dance ministers, and we want to be used fully by God in our ministry, we have to die to us daily. Don't live in a lustful mind. Don't live in a fleshly mind. This guy is not going to trust you. And that's why. That's my affirmation for today. Day 5. The mind filled lust is someone God can trust. And I want to be trusted by God. Simple. Will I get on tomorrow? Probably not. I'm not going to do these every day. But whoever is on, hope you're blessed. Peace.